Thank you so much for joining us for Way 31 News at 5. I'm Marie Waxel.
And I'm Dan Schaefer. Local environmentalists say today's Supreme Court decision to put limits on the power that the Environmental Protection Agency has to regulate greenhouse gas emissions from power plants will lead to big setbacks in the effort to clean up our air and water here in the Southeast.
Let's bring in Way 31's Matt Kroschel now. Matt, the Tennessee Riverkeeper organization is extremely disappointed with the High Court's ruling.
Marie and Dan, this ruling is a big blow to Biden's administration's efforts to combat climate change. Here in Alabama and in this region, TVA says the decision won't impact their operations. At least they don't expect it will. But elsewhere in Alabama, this ruling could have major changes coming for other utility providers. The court finding that Congress, through the Clean Air Act, did not grant the EPA the authority to adopt its own regulatory scheme to cap carbon dioxide emissions from power plants, giving power to regulate back to states. That decision, a victory for a group of Republican-led states and coal companies in their battle to weaken the EPA's power to issue regulations intended to curb carbon emissions. Tennessee Riverkeeper leaders say this is a major setback in their fight against climate change.
All American citizens need clean air and clean water, no matter how you vote, whether you're Republican or Democrat or rich or poor or black or white. And pollution does not know state boundaries or electrical utility boundaries. So this is why it's so important for us to have strong regulations from the federal government to make sure that all the states are on the same page, that the utility companies are behaving, and that our air and water are protected from all forms of pollution. This is a common sense issue that we all ought to be able to agree on, because we're all breathing the same air and we're all drinking the same water.
Here in North Alabama, TVA says they are already taking those steps to decarbonize, including a focus on battery technology, nuclear, and electric vehicle technology. Again, this court's decision not expected to impact TVA or their operations. Here, again, they are still reviewing that decision that came down this morning. Reporting live in Huntsville, Matt Kroschel, Way 31 News.